You have got $300,000 and a dream. Congrats. In 2025, that budget might buy you a parking spot in San Francisco, but in Tampa, you've got options. While other cities laugh, Tampa shrugs, sips sweet tea, and says, "Let's see what we can do." Here, $300,000 can still get you a real home in a real neighborhood, no kidney sale required. And yes, alligator neighbors are optional. Let's explore what your money can actually buy in Tampa today. The Market Snapshot. Let's ground the conversation in cold, hard figures before we get too carried away discussing backyard tiki bars. Zillow pegs the average Tampa home value at roughly $379,000, down 3.7% over the last 12 months. A fact that puts a little swagger back into the buyer's step. Rocket Homes corroborates that general softening with a median sold price of $430,322 reported for May 2025, a 3.6% year-over-year bump, but tempered by a surge in inventory. Meanwhile, Redfin's May snapshot clocks the median sale price at about $460,000 and notes that houses linger for 33 days, a touch of patience, never before seen during the pandemic frenzy. Layer those numbers together, and a quirky picture emerges. Tampa remains pricier than it was 5 years ago, yet its newest listings have lost the rabid sold in 2 hours sparkle. Realtor.com goes so far as to label Tampa the nation's second most buyer-friendly market this spring, citing nearly 30% of homes marked down and a median sale price of $417,500. Translation: the fever broke. There's a cooling breeze, and your $300,000 isn't a punchline anymore. Inventory reality check. All those national headlines would mean nothing if sub-$300,000 homes were rarer than dolphins in a kiddie pool. Luckily, that's not the case. Redfin's live map flashes an encouraging figure: about 792 Tampa properties listed at or below our magic number, refreshed every 15 minutes, like an anxious stock ticker. Zillow's filters tell a similar story, hovering near 790 choices, and proving that those listings are not smoke and mirrors. Homes.com, which crunches the county wider, inflates the pool further, logging more than 2,700 addresses under the $300,000 ceiling when you toss in condos, townhomes, and the odd manufactured estate. Is every one of those dwellings a Hot Wheels collector's dream? No. Some are fixer-uppers, where wallpaper meets psychedelic flashback. But just as many are move-in-ready corners of paradise, whose owners simply want to catch out and chase a new adventure. Where to point the GPS? Carrollwood, a leafy suburb tucked in Tampa's northwest corridor, easily tops the pleasantly surprising list. The 33624 zip code has single-story ranches, verandas large enough for a ping-pong tournament, and crucially several listings that respect our budget. One prime exhibit stands proudly at 12,911 Worcester Avenue. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,782 square feet, freshly painted, upgraded AC, no homeowners association, no flood zone, and a price tag of $299,900 that practically winks at buyers driving by. A few blocks away sits 5301 Hopedale Drive, a snappy 1,278 square foot villa screaming starter home glory at $259,900, complete with its own fenced nook for the dog you promised the kids. Venture east and Tampa's older neighborhoods feel like the rebellious cousin who rocks vintage instead of designer. Here, a 2-bed, 2-bath condo at $13,289 Arbor Point Circle lists for just $165,000. Providing 1,132 square feet of second-floor serenity, a pool out front, and homeowners association fees that still fit inside one's monthly coffee budget. For buyers who relish the idea of customizing a space rather than paying for someone else's shiplap obsession, East Tampa delivers the goods. Drive 15 minutes south and you'll slip into Riverview. The 33578 slice in particular is Tampa's suburban R&D lab, constantly sprouting new builds, townhomes, and pocket parks. Witness 6769 Breezy Palm Drive, a 3-bed, 2.5-bath townhome with 1,864 square feet of elbow room, offered at $275,000, enough change left over for a hammock and a margarita machine. Dozens of similar addresses cluster within a $210 to $300,000 window. many less than 20 years old, and still smelling faintly of builder's-grade vanilla paint. What these homes actually look like. Skeptics often assume a low 300s budget yields cardboard walls and a roof held up by positive thinking. The Worcester Avenue property dispels that myth right away with its almost quarter-acre lot and dual storage sheds, one of which the current owner uses as a workshop to indulge in questionable Pinterest projects. Step through its doorway and you'll find vaulted ceilings, a living room that swallows sectionals whole, and an indoor laundry nook so civilized you can fold towels without triggering claustrophobia. Over on Hopedale Drive, the vibe is cozier, but no less functional. A smart split-bedroom plan means guests or teenagers can't eavesdrop on your Netflix marathons. The Pettit HOA fee funds roof reserves and a community pool, sparing you the horror of DIY tile grout chemistry experiments. Armor Point's condo leans into carefree living. Here, the Stone Creek Point community mows your grass, skims the pool, and occasionally hosts impromptu potluck dinners, where the neighbors debate whose deviled eggs reign supreme. Inside, the open living dining space invites you to host game night without relocating furniture, and the second bath spares friendships when everyone clamors for mirror time. Finally, Breezy Palm Drive perfects that Goldilocks formula. Large enough for a ping pong table in the loft, yet snug enough that a weekend of dusting actually ends on the same weekend. A dedicated one-car garage keeps your stand-up paddleboard safe from the Florida thunderstorms you'll monitor like a hawk come July. Insurance, taxes, and other things that make grown-ups cry. Florida sunshine is free, but protecting a roof from tropical tantrums is decidedly not. In early 2025, statewide homeowners insurance premiums crept up another 3%, and Floridians still swallow the steepest average at roughly $2,437 annually, about $1,000 above the national mean. Hillsborough County residents leaning on the state-run Citizens program were warned to brace for 13% hikes, about $300 extra for the average single-family policy. Translation: don't blow every penny of your closing cost savings on an enormous inflatable flamingo for the pool. Budget up front, shop carriers aggressively, and ask whether a new roof or wind mitigation clips can score discounts bigger than a Black Friday doorbuster. Property taxes in Tampa hover around the Florida statewide effective rate of roughly 0.9%. Add in the homestead exemption up to $50,000 off assessed value for primary residents, and new arrivals often discover the yearly bill is less nightmarish than headlines suggest. Factor those numbers into a 30-year fixed mortgage at current mid-6% rates, and many buyers find their monthly outlay rivals big city rent for an apartment with questionable plumbing. The humor-infused reality check. Before you hammer in the sold yard sign and blast Jimmy Buffett, a friendly punchline. Tampa homes under $300,000 sometimes come with personality. Maybe you'll inherit bathroom tiles the exact shade of avocado that haunted the 1970s, or a backyard shed previously used to store 5 decades of holiday inflatables that now resemble deflated extraterrestrials. Inspections can reveal AC units clinging to life with duct tape and prayers. But that's okay, imperfections are where DIY legends are born. And when relatives up north ask why you are wrist-deep in caulk instead of snow, you'll smile, sip iced tea in 80-degree January weather, and claim victory. Why timing matters more than manifesting. Seasoned agents will tell you Tampa's lull could be fleeting. The same Redfin dashboard that logs 792 sub-$300,000 houses today might flash 650 by Labor Day if mortgage rates dip or snowbirds flock south early. Remember, homes in Tampa still close in as little as 20 free days according to Zillow's time to pending metric. The trick is to marry pre-approval with decisiveness. And there you have it, $300,000 in Tampa isn't just a dream. It's a front door waiting for your welcome mat. If you enjoyed this peek into Tampa's wild but wonderful real estate market, smash that like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, in Tampa, $300,000 still buys more than just a dream. It buys you home.